Man, y'all know the face, y'all know the name. Y'all tuned into the world's greatest podcast, Talk Ain't Cheap podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mr. It's a Movie Clears Real Talk. I got a special guest here with me. By now, y'all know this. I don't introduce my guests. I feel like when I do that, I should change them. I feel like it's very lackluster, and I don't feel it's a vibe. So respectfully, guest, welcome, and please introduce yourself.
What's good? What's going on? It's your boy Shay from BK, the finest.
Wagwan, Brooklyn.
Yeah, all day.
Big up to Brooklyn. So what's going on, brother, man? Thank you so much for coming to Talk Ain't Cheap. So first, where are we at? Why are we here?
Oh, man, we have so much. Where do you want me to begin?
I mean, it's your episode. So you take us on the trip. We're just going to go there with you.
Well, you know, we out here in BK, you already know. And we basically doing a lot of things out here, you know, trying to uplift. Not even trying, because I'm a stop with the trying and whatever. We actually doing it. You know, we making progress. We touching bases with all small businesses and all that, trying to get everybody in the groove. You know, just putting things together. You know, the great minds. My grandmother used to always say that two heads is better than one. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we basically doing in our neighborhoods and stuff, uplifting and just being, you know, just finding great minds and putting things together and, you know, just doing what we got to do basically, man. There's so much things going. There's so much to see, so much to say, you know.
So if you had to quantify what your occupation would be, what would you say is your occupation? Like what is the thing that you do?
Oh man, I'm a creator. I create. I'm basically the mind of certain situations. You know, I'm the plug, the good plug. You know what I'm saying? Not the bad plug. I'm the good plug. I always create. And I always try to, you know, work towards dominating my creation and giving it to the young youth. You know, we have to be more focused and mindful at the young youth. We out here as grown folks, but also the youth is the future. So we focus on the future to get better.
So you're a creator by nature, by trade. How did you find that realm? Well, how did you fall into that route? Because usually it's hard to be a creative and make it profitable. Mm-hmm. So for you to be able to build a life out of that, how did you go about doing so?
Oh, well, it's in the blood, you know, just me being around other entrepreneurs, coming up, just seeing my folks, my family, you know, being designers, getting into the music, and just watching them, just falling back and watching them grow, just made me who I am today. Real talk.
So you're originally from Brooklyn, born and raised?
Born and raised.
What is it like to be a Brooklynite? Like if you had to quantify or define key characteristics of someone from Brooklyn, what would you say they are?
Oh man, it's a lot. Like, you know, we creators. You know, and we dominate the things that we want, what we want, and when we get it, we want it right then and there. Like, you know, we take full action and control, and you know, we do it to the best of our ability. You know what I mean? We don't play around. We don't fall back off what we want. We don't fall back on it. We just go and we keep on moving forward till we put the pieces to the puzzle and get that perfect picture.
That's fine. So you say you come from a family of entrepreneurs. So what, in your mind, from your entrepreneurial background, what was your earliest form of entrepreneurship? Like, what was the first sign that entrepreneurship was your thing and that you could actually be able to be good at this?
Seeing my cousins play the piano, you know, playing the piano, and you know, just seeing that he used to just show me how to make, you know, the keys, how to press the keys and all of that, and I was just amazed by the things that he was doing, and tricks, doing little tricks and trades and stuff like that. So that amazed me, and I still remember up to now as a grown person that how he used to be, bring everything to the table, and just I want to become that or better. You know what I mean? I want to bring, just be a split image of him.
So your cousin was a pianist, and basically what he was able. So was he like a famous pianist? Like how did he? Like,
Nah, he was actually, just I don't know. I mean, I don't know the full story of it. I just know the parts of my life, what I seen, or whatever. Because everything that he actually did was like, kind of like, I wouldn't say a secret or anything. He had good talent, and I guess a lot of people, or the people that he had around him, didn't appreciate his talent. So he was kind of like stutter stepping, like he'd go into it and play around with it, and then get off it, and all of that. So, and I saw, and I'm just grateful that I saw what I saw at the time that I did, because I wouldn't have been as motivated and wanted as much as he did, or whatever might be the case at this time.
isn't it ironic though? And you kind of touched this point about how community or the people around you play a huge role in your entrepreneurial journey. Because, like you said, if he had more people who supported him, wanted to see what he was doing grow, love what he was doing, etc., he probably would have took it way further because he had the confidence of the people around you. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Most definitely.
Because people are each other's energy and source. Everybody, that's what we got to do as a whole, is come together. And if you see somebody have good talent, support that person. You know what I mean? Don't expect anything from that person. You know what I'm saying? If he have good intentions and you have good intentions, eventually everything is going to come together eventually.
Oh, without a doubt. And I feel like, especially now more than ever, I've been chasing collaboration more than anything else, because of how hard the process in entrepreneurship is. Like, it's one of those things that you need people. Like, we kind of spoke about this on the way after touring your beautiful establishment. It's like you need to scale. That's the only way you become that billionaire, trillionaire. You need to be able to scale. And how do you scale? You need people and systems.
You need people, consistent people that don't give up. You have to, come. In a football team, if you want a football team or whatever, they huddle. You know what I'm saying? They come to get the plan. They put the plan together to make that touchdown. So that's basically you have to do with your business, or somebody that, that you interested in, that have sing, rap, in fashion, or talented people that draw. And I met a lot of, little kids that had a lot of talent. And they always said that, they always wrinkle on their paper and stuff like that, and thought that they wasn't good enough because the next person, that they friend, said that, oh, I didn't like that picture, so they just kind of like tore it up or anything and threw it away or whatever. Now I always encourage the kids to say, if somebody tell you that, they telling you that because they can't do it. You understand? And just always keep it, because that could be a priceless item right there. And I always said that if you go to a museum, you see you got paintings on the wall that don't even look like anything, but they cost what they cost, a lot of money. You understand? So I always encourage these kids to do their best, and if you don't think nothing of the art that you do, just put it to the side and do another one. But don't throw away anything. All your art is your art. That could be something worth, your life, and put your family and your friends in a better situation.
Without a doubt. And I think what you spoke about, the art and the byproducts of art, and basically using art to actually secure your family's wealth. That's something that a lot of people who are wealthy have been doing forever.
Yes.
You know, and we're actually in our own version of the Renaissance now. This is a brand new Renaissance that we're going into. Everyone is starting to express themselves through music, art. You know, COVID kind of was like a hard reset for a lot of people.
Oh man, COVID. What's that? You know.
So, what were some things you learned about yourself during COVID? Because I know that probably was the first time you actually had to sit down.
When I sat down, you know, I needed a change. You know what I mean? When COVID came, I didn't know what to expect. I knew that people, like older people, you know, they always used to say, you know, do things now before you don't know what tomorrow will bring. And I always used to wave them down and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, and that, you know, stuff like that. But when COVID came, I had an instant flashback. Like, oh shoot, they was talking some real stuff.
Yeah.
Like what I'm supposed to do now? Like confused in the whole game, and I had a real support team around me. You know, my lady, you know, my children. We kept it tight. You know what I mean? We kept it tight. We kept it together. We make sure that every day you speak to your loved ones. I lost a lot of people in the pandemic. I lost a lot of people. But you got to lose to gain. That what you see is like, you know, you have to see things, you know, so you know how to kind of like fix your life or fix your circle, whoever's in your circle, because you can't bring everybody with you. You can't do certain things with everybody because everybody's not going to see things that the light that you see. You understand? So it was just an awesome. And then I just sat down and you know, created books. I went back in the books. I went to doing children's books and writing for my kids, and you know, and got some heat. I got some heat for y'all, you know what I mean? That right there, that's the next episode or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Everything is in the process, everything is, you know, working. I'm still working, you know, but in the pandemic, bro, it was a learning procedure and stuff like that.
No, that's fine. No, I love this because for someone who's young, you know, I told you my age and everything, it's inspiring because my biggest thing is like what you're doing or what I'm attempting to do. I don't know many people who are doing that and actually being able to make a living for
and it's
their
okay.
family.
It's really okay to, you know, when God put us on this earth, is who's gonna go over the mountain, who's gonna go hard, you know, and you got to realize and analyze how this game is working. You know, you got to want it. You got to know when to, you know, act and when not to act. You know what I'm saying? Be your own, you know, scientist of this whole project. It's a project, you know, and God didn't put us on this earth to be alike and be together. You know, we together as a unit, but all of us is not gonna come, you know what I mean? And a lot of devilicious things is taking souls, you know, souls, and because they not strong, you know what I'm saying, within. And when you're not within spiritually, everything just goes haywire. It goes wrong. So, you know, I kind of get all in a bag. I get sentimental. I get so emotional when I talk. You know what I mean? Because us as people, we should have more. And due to the fact that we don't have more, it's a problem. Yeah. So, you know, I'm creating and whatever, and I've been doing this for a while. You know, and just even my own kind, and going to schools and creating avenues where, you know, I have artists that's, you know, singing about, you know, pants down to your ankles, or gun violence. Y'all gotta stop this gun violence, bro. This gun violence, we the only ones that's killing each other. You understand? You don't see anybody else doing anything, and if you do it, that's a illusion. That's just to get in the mix of, oh, everybody's doing it. No, we are doing it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop it, and we gotta stop it now before, you know what I mean? Y'all, you think COVID is a dead killer, something that's gonna kill us or whatever. Stop killing ourselves, man. Just and eat healthy, man. It's a lot of things that we have to do and stop and change in our lives, man. We got the opportunity. Once you wake up or whatever, just thank God first and foremost. Thank that the Almighty, the man above, that He woke you up to make a change. Every day is a change. You wake up. So yeah.
No, that's a blessing. I appreciate just your transparency and being vulnerable here on this Talk HE podcast. Just want to make sure I shout out Immaculate Scent Candles. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we doing. Immaculate Scent Candles by the Talk HE Network, by the Clears Group and all that.
Definitely smell good,
Smells like fire. That's called fire.
Fire.
Smell like fire.
It smell like, you know what I mean? If you put this in your room with you and your lady, you definitely gonna get some panty droppers out there, yo, for real. This shit. Oh, man.
Immaculate vibes, man. That's just what it's all about.
Immaculate
Just loving ourselves enough to, like you said, that's basically to touch on your point. We got to love ourselves, right?
We got to love each other and our families, you know what I mean? And we bond, taking it to the next level. Let's grow, bro. Let's plant our seeds, and it's forming like Voltron, you know what I mean? Let's get it happening.
So how did you get into like music and artist management, artist development, and all that stuff?
Oh man, like I said, my family, I got a background of big individuals, no name calling and stuff like that, because I don't do that. I don't jump ship. I just see it, and then I just create my own. I'm a creator. You know what I'm saying? I know what I have and who I am and what I'm that strong. I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? So I just started seeing what my family was doing, just coming up, this background with music, piano, all instruments, DJs, fashion, doing fashion, cooking, and I became that, you know what I mean? Went to cooking school and got my certificates and licenses or whatever. Everything that my parents or my family brought to the table and I became that. And I'm still out here making trying to put this good put that in the atmosphere and make a good change with us as a whole, and make this happen, That's where it all came from, watching family do this. And what I did was I started, as I'm growing, I used to save up my own money. I get allowance from my cousins and family members and stuff, little allowance here. We had a three bedroom, and we used to just like get allowance, cleaning. I used to always tell my cousin, do you got something for me to clean or whatever might be the case? That's where I know off the back that it comes from the trenches. You know what I mean? You got to do these things to get where, if you really have a road and you know where you're going to become and who you are, you know what I mean? You got to you got to put yourself in those positions. You know what I'm saying? You can't just see somebody else's life and just become it. Now you got to go and get dirty, like they would say. Get dirty, and become something more. You know what I mean? So I could talk to y'all all day, and make something happen. But my family members, and I just started doing fashion shows. Getting my little income up, doing shows. Renting out spaces. And talent, and and then everybody around me, I used to look at talent like a hobby. You know what I'm saying? So I bring everybody under one roof, and then bring people out, sold tickets, gave them food, good food, and all that, nice events. I used to do like 4 shows per year. Used to do 2 for the kids, and then 2 for the older, the adults or whatever, the 18 and over. And I met a lot of throughout my time. Just mind you, I used my own bread.
Come on, let's talk about that, because I think people don't talk about that portion of
I
entrepreneurship.
used my own. However, I put $2 to the side, boom, and I did that for some time, and I just used my own bread to get what I need to get. You understand? And I had a lot of unsuccessful events or whatever, but you know what? I met a lot of people, and people, it was an even exchange, because those people that I know now, they still there, and they on a higher plateau, and I could call them at any day, any time or whatever. So, it's not all about the money. It's about learning and growing with people, because people are money. You know what I'm saying? How you go into a job, and a job is just a job. Like, the world is just a circle, but who controls the world? You know what I mean? Other than the machine, the people makes the machine to make it work for them. You understand? So,
Without a doubt.
yeah.
So basically, you got into the space from just events and your family, and then from doing all those things, you networked and found a lot of people that was able to help position you and your goals. And then at what point did you realize that this was something that you could do that's going to be sustainable, like for the rest of your life, to actually afford the lifestyle that you want to live?
Oh man. When I knew that everything was, I used to invest. I'm an investor into my own self. You know what I'm saying? Because what I saw that people won't deal with you if you're not investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I used to take the bread and bought equipment. Anything I wanted to do, I don't care if it was candy, roses or whatever. When it came down to Valentine's Day, I bought roses, and I went to the party, and I sold the roses for $5. I showed up, say I had a bucket, right? I had a bucket of roses, and what I used to do, I used to walk around, and the girls wanted to feel special for the night. You understand? And whoever they was with, whatever team that they was with, they used to be like, yo, if I need those roses, I want a rose. So they didn't want no one rose. They want to feel special for the night. So they used to buy the buckets off of me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how it was. Just like, I'm a hustler, man. I don't care. I mean, if you're going to say I'm a small time hustler or whatever might be the case, y'all can say what y'all want, man, but I'm still living. I'm still alive. I'm still moving. I'm still growing. You know what I'm saying? I got with my boy right here. That was a blessing that came in disguise. And we here to make some moves, man.
No, I think your story is fire just because of the fact of the way your mind works. I don't think people give enough credit to people who are able to think differently and basically materialize anything that comes from your mind. I think as an entrepreneur, one of the biggest blessings or gifts or abilities that I feel like comes out of it is being able to create something from your mind and then bring it to life. So you being able to recognize, like, hey, there's a hole in the matrix. Like, all right, there's girls with their dudes, and they dudes want to make their girls feel special. I need to be able to bring something that represents that moment and make some money off of it.
Love. We got to love one another like our family. We got to love who we with and who we surround ourselves with. You feel me? Word, that's what we got to start promoting and stop this love-hate type of relationship, man. Let's get on board and start loving each other, loving ourselves,
That's fire. So you work in music, right? I know you don't like to name drop, but for those who may not know, who are some people that you worked with that you could honestly say you're proud of, just like the growth and just their music and their career, and that you could actually say you were a part of?
Oh man. I got a little kid. I've been managing him for since he was 5 years old. You know, his name is Little Man. A more Little Man. Y'all could, he's grown up now, you know what I mean? He's actually in college, D1,
Congrats.
playing ball for Texas. He's back and forth and all of that. He's about to get back into the music, on the grind and things. Me and his father was set. Actually, we actually trying to put a project together right now as we speak. We out in DR, and we moving, like, you know what I'm saying. It's a happy moment that I could be a part of. Kids that's talented people that wants to put good energy out here. It starts from us, but it begins with us, but it starts with them to get to go beyond and finish the at the race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we here.
That's fire. Shout out to him, more Little Man.
A more Little Man. Y'all could look him up. You know, we just dropped some of his video. It's y'all, I ain't even gonna say nothing about the video, but y'all go see and hit it up. You know what I mean? I think that we all got talent. We all got talent. We all need to get around the right people. Whoever's around the right people, hold them close. You know what I'm saying? It's enough money out here. It's enough bread out here. It's enough things to do that can put everybody on. It's no reason why you're gonna rob, steal, take your the person that you come up with, portion, because you think that just because you don't like that person, you want to take his portion. Now let that person live and breathe. You know what I'm saying? And just take your portion and invest it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things I learned, and also in the pandemic, I'm into finance. I'm checking out the finances, and I know a lot of people is into crypto and Coinbase and all of that stuff. I'm not into all of that. I got a lot of folks that's into it. They putting they putting things in place with that, coming up with apps and stuff like that. But me, I'm like I said, I'm a creator, and I love what I do. Finances and stuff like that. I think that it's a lot of money out here for everybody. When I say that, and then too, you don't have to use your money. You know what I mean? Use the bank's money. You know what I mean? You got so many people, grants. You write the grant. You go to school, use that education for something that's gonna take y'all to the next level, bro. And the finances and stuff, the finance department is for the taking. I'm telling y'all that now. What I learned throughout this pandemic is just that, yo, man, I'm ready to help my bro get this funding so we could really do it the right way. Cause
fact.
It's easy. It's easy. We make things hard because we think, like when I told one of my bros, I say, yo, we could get this building. How you gonna get it? How we gonna get it? If I'm gonna tell you how we gonna get it. Get your credit up. If we go to the bank, get $10,000 each. You know what I'm saying? And 10 of us get $10,000 each. The $10,000 or whatever, everybody bring 10 of us. That's 100,000. The 100,000, you know what I'm saying, is what? Say 7% they want, 3% of whatever it is. Close, you know what I'm saying? Of a million, you know what I mean? Like, we could do it all together. It's not hard at all. So, if you know my man here, just let's work. You know what I mean? I'm ready to work. If you don't know the way, it's actually just it's a phone call away, bro. On the people and the girls and stuff like that. Don't sell yourself short. Let's go and get what we need to get and what we've been striving for throughout this year. Make a change. You know what I mean? Let people see that you can be different. You can make it out the hood. You know what I mean? All the hoods ain't even hoods no more.
Nah, they gentrified everything. And it's crazy that, they had the resources all this time to make these communities what they needed to make them. And they basically chose not to do it until people are almost at their wits' end. And now they're starting to basically get all these spaces for the low, for the cheap.
Yeah.
And they're basically rewriting and erasing history. And you got to think the reason why everyone moves to cities is because city centers are where the money is. The closer you are to cities, the closer to financial institutions you are.
Yeah.
So if you're in a major city, you got a lot of money there. You got people, got human capital. People coming.
They was always telling everybody, all the old folks, that whatever, give it to the young folks. Give your establishment to the young folks and let the young folks take control and do something to live up the community like it's supposed to. Don't let it die out just because you dying out. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it be taken away or whatever. But, yeah, it's crazy,
So let's talk fashion, because you say you did fashion shows, you got a lot of events you're trying to do. You're trying to do a lot of stuff this year for 2023. How did you get into fashion, and what makes a good piece of clothing a good piece of clothing?
Oh, what I got into fashion was seeing my mother sew and crochet. I used to step on the pedal when she moved away. Like if she get a phone call, she'd leave the sewing machine running after sewing up somebody else's stuff. She never, mind you, she never ever charged anybody for anything that she used to work hard for. You know what I'm saying? It was her craft, but also, what I know and I saw throughout these years, and I lost my mom when I was 10.
My condolences.
So it's, I just took that fashion, I took what I saw, and I just enhanced it and saw I just stuck around fashion people. I went to, New York Fashion Week. I was going in different states. Me personally, I used to tour my own self, not knowing. I used to go on social media and just reach out to people in North Carolina, Georgia, and I just like, all right, talk to them probably for a week, say, yo, yeah, I'm a fashion designer, I want to come out there, I want to create a fashion show and stuff like that. I had money, and I just said, I want to link up with people in different states and make it a tour. You know what I'm saying? And I met some good people. Like, we have a lot of things going on right now as we speak. This modeling agency, Ladies of Luxury, they out in North Carolina. They about to be the next, ones coming up, young-minded, everybody. They not pointing out anybody that want to be in the fashion world and anything like that. I don't care if you big, overweight or whatever. They taking everybody. You know what I'm saying? They bringing, Monique. Monique messed it up the game. You know what I mean? When Monique said that, you gotta love yourself. That's what they just loving themselves. They coming out there, and Ladies of Luxury. They coming with everything. They coming with everything out. Whatever you don't want to see, you're gonna see.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Type shit. He said it's beauty. You know what I mean? We gotta
Those who
respect.
like that.
It's guys that definitely guys that like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. I love everybody. I love my peoples. I love people. I like to be around people. I like to mingle. Yeah, I'm a little flirtatious. I flirt and stuff like that. I'm a man. I got a wife, though. You know what I mean? And she flirts, too. I come home. That's how to keep us bonded. We stay, we watch people. You know what I mean? We uplift one another. We talk, talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I mean? Our relationship is awesome. You know what I mean? I love my wife and kids. I definitely love the kids. You know, and as I'm growing, as I'm getting older, you know, I end up having twins. You know, not with the children's mother. As you know, a black man with another one, just, you know, a mother that just kicks a black man out and not seeing that if he goes out in the outside world, he's getting target. He's the target, you know. But that's okay, you know what I mean? Because you know, I still, with my children's mother, I still stick around them. I still support them. I still, you know what I mean? I'm working on me, not affecting our relationship for my kids to see that, you know, because they on the come up. You know, understand? So I got to let them see better. They have to be better than me. And for me to give that energy to them, I have to show different. You understand? It's not I don't care what type of energy that you give me, long as the man don't give that energy, you know, because we target so much and everybody's after us. I just you know, I just keep with a smile. That smile is always on my face, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't got no animosity against nobody. My children's mom, my wife, you know, we got a big event coming up, and, you know, she could bring her man and we all be one happy family, man. That's what it is. That's real man for you. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get to that point? Because I know for you, as a man, because I actually spoke about, like, I'm going through my process of manhood now. It's hard to kind of be responsible, because as a man, you're responsible for everybody. Like, I always make a joke, like, the man really a janitor, superintendent. Like, our job is just let people crash out, make bad decisions, and we got to be the ones to clean it up. So, like, how did you get to that point? Like, what were some of the lessons or some of the role models you may have had that helped you get to that point?
Let me tell you something. First and foremost, I'm a leader. I saw, you know, and what made me get to that point is my father doing that to my mom. He left and doing whatever he does, you know. I still, as a man, I stuck to my mom. I'm a mama's boy, if you're gonna call that. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the hurt that my mom was going through. So, and she always used to tell me, and I got 4 brothers, you know, and she always used to tell me that, you know, I used to always be under her and stuff like that. She always wanted her 4 boys to not depend on anybody. You know what I mean? Do things for yourself. Be the best man to, you know, whatever you want to bring. Be the best man at creating and dominating. You, whatever you want to be, you could be, basically. You know, she was a hard worker. You know, she showed me that she could work, be independent. She could be strong. Nobody could tear her down. So that's why her energy and seeing my father, you know, I would never talk bad, regardless of what. I would never talk bad on my father, even though he was never there for us, or whatever might be the case. You know, because I told him, I actually spoke to him a couple of months back that you know, I'm gonna be the better image of him. You know, because what he did wrong, and I don't want to. I'm the other. You know, the table is turned now. Now I'm the father. You know what I'm saying? And he's the one that's actually. You know, when you get old, the people become kids again. The adults become kids. It's like reverse. So I'm the adult in the family. So for when I want to be a leader, I want to lead to the things. I'm glad that he did. He helped me being the man that I am today, because what I had to see him do to my moms, it make me know how to act and how to treat women as a whole. You know, if I don't want to deal with you, or I have a problem with you, I'd rather walk away. Walk away, because that person, whoever you with is also gonna just bring you down, or somebody gonna always gonna say take the woman's side over yours. You know what I mean? And I always say that, I just want to be better, and I had to be there. You have to be there. You have to be in the trenches. Like I said earlier, you have to feel this stuff. You got to be there. You got to become it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, I don't want that. I want to be, I want to be a boss. I try not to tell people, stop saying you're a boss, because I want to be the person that I want to uplift you. I want to, you know what I mean? We're going to be on the same bracket, you know what I mean? We're going to make the same money. All right, and I was listening to Rick Ross always said, when you come into a party and you in the VIP section, you know what I mean? You don't even know who's the boss, because everybody's spending the same amount of money. Same amount of money, you know what I mean? Everybody's treating everybody, and everybody's having a good time. So you will never know that who's a boss. Who's a boss? You understand? No, we all leaders. We leading up to the point where we're gonna lead and we're gonna dominate. We're gonna get it right out here. You understand? And that's basically what it is out here. You know what I mean? We got to do more of that.
No, I love it. All right, cool. So what's the next step for you? Where you at right now? In your 2023, what is your mentality? What are some of the other things that you're working on for this year?
Oh man, I said I know I have twin boys, called the Moore Twins. They on the rise. I just wrote in the pandemic. I wrote 3 books for them. I'm about to launch it soon and stuff like that. Hopefully June, early June, for the next quarter. They should have everything planned for the next quarter. Fashion shows, appearances. We got nominated. Well, the twins got nominated for the President Biden Award, so we're gonna be accepting that January 22nd.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So it's just movement. It's movement. A lot of stuff is gonna happen. We got a lot of pop-up shops. We got a lot of venues, a lot of pop-up shops we're going to be doing, uplifting one another, putting people under one roof to make, not charging a whole arm and a leg for tables and this and that, trying to get a rich scheme, theme, whatever you want to say it. We just putting everybody under so everybody can make money at the same time, same day, and walk away and just go home happy to feed their families. Big Up, No Family Left Behind is a nonprofit organization. We kind of doing some business and stuff like that. We just going around feeding, people that's unfortunately can't do things for themselves. Coat drives, shows, fashion shows. And just a lot of stuff is being in the works right now. Can't really speak on it, but I don't want to speak on it yet till it's solidified and everything is signed
In motion, ready
in
to
motion.
go. I's dotted, T's
crossed, or you know what I'm saying, and that's it basically. But definitely it's gonna have a splendid year, and I'm so happy to be a part of this, this journey or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I want to big you up. I want to tell you congratulations on all the success, and I'm excited for more to come for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for having me. in your space.
I am a Moore, by the way. So my last name is Moore. If you know anything about the Moors, we just do your researches. I am a Moore, and we out here. Trust me.
Shout out to all the Moors out there. And like I said, I want to big you up. If anybody want to follow you, connect with you, potentially do business with you, where can they go to do so?
You could come to my my business page at liquidinc.com. We do anything that you want, your apparel. If you're a designer, you got anything that you want to, you got an image that you thought about, or you woke up and just write it down, put it down on a piece of paper. We bring images to life. The printing, we got the printing company, we got the music. We're about to launch a lot of stuff. Artists developing, fashion. Actually, a partner of mine as well is doing a fashion show. We're looking for 20 models, 10 male and 10 female. You understand? And that's coming soon. Anybody want to actually hit you up, they could be able to hit you up or whatever. I'll give him my information, and then he could, do
what I do.
Do what he do.
I got you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I appreciate you. And I'm excited for this year, and I'm excited to get to know you more and potentially do more business, right? I think that's what we're going to call this episode, More Business.
More business. That sounds sweet. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, like I said, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Talk Ain't Cheap podcast. Y'all know the face, y'all know the name. Shout out to everyone who's been a part of this process. Shout out to Talk Ain't Cheap Network that houses Talk Ain't Cheap podcast. Shout out to Immaculate Scent, which is the smell of the vibes. Shout out to Immaculate Music. Shout out to Immaculate Drip, which is the clothing line. Shout out to Bro Stigmas, which is our non-for-profit arm that makes sure that we focus on the black men and our mental health and make sure we get the things that we need so we can build better black men. And most importantly, shout out to you all for listening. Like I said, y'all tuned in to Talk Ain't Cheap, and it's not that deep. It's a vibe.